Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. Hey guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with the daily coin analysis. Today I am going to be reviewing Atom or Cosmos. This is a blockchain that has gained a lot of hype the last few months, and I'll be checking out the technical analysis on it. So as always, this is not financial advice. I am not an expert. Do your own research. Atom launched in the summer of 2019. This entire stretch was very, very ugly for altcoins, and I remember trading it and losing lots of money. This rebounded and was extremely strong at the end of 2019. I do remember that. It was almost an anomaly compared to the rest of the market, and just incredibly strong. I remember seeing this while a lot of other altcoins didn't necessarily perform as well. And then it pulled back all throughout early 2020, hit a consolidation period for a little while, a few months, and then in the summer of 2020 with decentralized finance, this really did pretty well, around, what is that, 65,000 Satoshis, and then hit a double top. So what we can do here is just basically, well, I'll just keep that. You can basically look at the double top here. And price still respected this area. And then price dumped very, very strongly, and this was all throughout the fall of 2020. Many other altcoins died with the alt BTC pairs just because Bitcoin is very strong. Whenever Bitcoin is very strong, alt BTC pairs usually dump. Of course, not always, but generally speaking, when Bitcoin is strong or when Bitcoin is very weak and dumping a lot, then alt BTCs will generally fall. But when BTC is a ranging consolidation, that's when the alt BTC pairs really do well. And what are we seeing right here? We saw this moon fairly strongly in January and middle February, and now price is pulling back. So what kind of a reversal pattern is this? I mean, this to me looks like a more of a V-shaped reversal on the 3-day. And it's consolidating now. So what is the next area for Atom BTC? I mean, right now price doesn't look really strong at all, to be frank and honest with you. I think that this likely just continues to consolidate for a little bit until Bitcoin decides what it wants to do. So it wouldn't surprise me to go here. If Bitcoin makes another leg up, then I wouldn't be surprised at all to see 27 or 26 100 Satoshis, and then eventually go back up. I think that many altcoins will have at least one more run here. I would like to see this 3,000 3,100 area hold, and I do believe that Atom will be a good one, but to me, it's still looking like a consolidation period. I mean, this, if you scroll down to lower time frame charts, this doesn't really scream must buy at this time. I mean, this is still a very bullish project in general, but with this pair and this specific coin, I think you can remain patient on this one. Just go ahead and wait until this one hits 3,100 at a minimum, in my opinion. This is where I would start to consider entering this coin, and I would have bids lower at 2,600. 26,000. I can't read. I'm sorry. 26,000. So yeah, this is where the area that I would basically target. Overall, you can look at some of the EMAs too. On the one day, these EMAs are all very bullish. So what I mean by that is that all of the EMAs are tightening up, and this is usually bullish for a coin in this type of context. There's a lot of compression happening, and usually price is getting ready to move. But it could still take a little longer, and it's also going to depend on Bitcoin as well. But overall, this chart still looks okay to me. But I mean, again, it's just not a must buy in my opinion at this time. Don't mark it in. I would just basically be patient. If you must buy now, put in 20% of your order and hope that 31,000 is tested again. So that's kind of my Atom BTC pair analysis. I mean, overall, this doesn't scream market buy at this time, but I do believe that the next time that price kind of goes into this area around 75,000 Satoshis, this area is going to get broken. And the reason is that it's been tapped 2 times already on higher time frame charts. So when price comes back up to that level, the sell liquidity is probably not going to be as strong in that area. So it might hit something like this and then it'll blitz up. So that's kind of what I'm expecting for a coin like Atom. I think this is still a bullish project and people are still interested in this one. And now let's look at the Atom USD pair. Again, this doesn't have as much price history, or I guess it does. I'm sorry, it does have the same price history, but because this is in price discovery, you are going to want to look at the BTC chart for resistance levels. I mean, this is a very good tip in my opinion as well, in that if you have one pair in price discovery like the USD pair and you have the other pair that still has a lot more resistance levels to come, you definitely want to watch the Atom BTC chart in order to mark your levels and set your alerts in terms of deciding where you want to set your targets, because the Atom USD chart, I mean, this is not going to show you much of where this is going to consolidate. So what did we see here for Atom USDT? It's similar to Atom BTC in that we saw a big downtrend throughout the summer of 2019. This kind of grinded up and still looked pretty good overall with the USD pair all throughout late 2020. COVID special in March where everything dumped, of course. And this kind of followed BTC a little bit and had a fairly quick recovery with higher lows pretty quickly. And then price blitzed up throughout summer of 2020, and this basically accumulated all throughout the fall. This chart kind of reminds me a little bit of the dot chart where the BTC pair bled heavily, but the USD pair did not really move too much at all. I mean, if you had bought in middle September around $5 or $5.60, it would have been around the same price back later on in January. Like, there is an opportunity cost to your money when it just sits there. But if this is a long-term investment, then there's no issue with that at all. So after we saw this accumulation period, what happened? Price basically just really, really went very strongly. And it blitzed up all throughout January and February. I'm sorry, mainly February, and now price is consolidating. So what does price look like now? At first, I thought this trend was maybe getting close to an end, but given the thesis that I have of altcoins having a second run, I actually don't believe that anymore, and I have to change my opinion, which is something that happens quite a bit as a trader. You figure out one idea is maybe not correct, and then you have to change your bias or change your opinion on it. So to me, this just looks like a big consolidation period. You are seeing equal lows around $16, and there is high sell volume, but basically volume has dried up quite a bit over the last several days. I mean, you can basically see there's just not much volume going on. Not much volatility either. So if you like trading these mini ranges, then props to you, but this is just very choppy in general. What we're seeing right here still is just lower highs formed, and lower highs equal lows. I mean, this is just a standard consolidation. It's somewhat similar to this type of price action that we saw back in the kind of late winter of 2020, and I think that this is just going to keep consolidating for a little bit. I mean, this, again, similar to the BTC pair, this is not a must buy in my opinion. If I were in this or looking to trade it, I would start setting my bids at $17 and kind of just hoping that this fills. I definitely would not rush to buy this currently. You know, it is a good project, but I would personally just try to stay patient. And if Bitcoin does take a dump, then there are some inefficiencies down here that might need to be cleaned up. And tiny little supply zone here on the 1 day as well that is around $12 that might also get tapped if things go really bad. But that's not really an area that I'm necessarily thinking will come unless Bitcoin does some bad stuff, meaning it'll just dump. But overall, I'm still bullish on Atom. I think that this is a coin that will just continue to kind of consolidate for a bit, and it should make another run again at these highs with the trend line. I see something like this, you know, consolidation and then start to go up. But this is a little bit slower than what I think will probably happen. I think that what we'll most likely see is something like this, where it'll start to go like this. I think it'll go a little faster. It'll start to do well in mid-late April, in my opinion. But we will see. We will see what the rest of the market looks like, and this consolidation period is necessary. I mean, this is just basically consolidating for about a month, so that's totally fine given it just had a big month-long run. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of Atom, and good luck to you guys.